I was just gonna do a video, but we have so much abundance. I don't think you understand. And sometimes I don't think I understand how much abundance. Oh! Oh! Okay. Let me just open the blinds up for a minute. So much abundance, right? We have so much abundance in this world. Even the leaves that fall off of the tree in autumn is nutrition, our nutrition for what is on the ground, for the soil. So there's not any type of waste, right? There's no wasted energy in this world. And the more we get out of each other's, the more we get out of our own way, the more the universe will truly the more that we get out of our way, the more the universe will truly show us their capability, its capability. For some reason, I feel like I can just sit here in silence and just look at the camera. And that's all I need to do to give a message. Humanity is headed in a way that we cannot even fathom. Not only is humanity headed in a way, but there are things that we are discovering about ourselves, about the human species that has been hidden from us, as far as capabilities, as far as abundance, as far as connectivity, as far as who we are, who we truly are as a species. For some reason, I feel in my solar plex right now, I feel something very powerful that I feel something that feels like it's at home. But it's hard to put into words, right? And it's interesting as you put yourself through certain systems, or as you put yourself through certain exhibitions, and until you start to doubt what you first set out to do, and then you complete it, you really see the volumes of life and where the lessons are within what you desire to do. You know, if you have a desire, especially a desire that is a bigger desire, a desire that is something that you really feel strongly about, if you do not believe And that desire that you feel strongly about, the universe, God, they have their way of expressing how you are missing something, which is I don't really care for the word belief, but I do like the word trust. I do like the word knowing, right? And there's a few certain things that I even think about to hammer those points home. But ultimately, with this video, I just wanted to echo the abundance that is on this earth. Less words are better than more words, which is why I'm taking my time. It's my time. Why not take it? So I'm taking my time to express what the universe has shown me with my journey today. Because I can come on here and tell you the details of the journey. It's been a magical morning. Shout out to Infinite Waters. He might be a bot. Turn this way. It has been a magical morning, which has shown me the abundance that is in this world. And that is not only assuring, but it puts you, yourself, into yourself. It puts you at ease. It helps you to resonate beyond words. We are beyond words at this point. As I said in the middle or at the beginning of this video, I just want to sit here and I feel like I can just sit here right now and look into the camera and talk to you at the same time without talking, right? We feel like we can just sit here and look at this camera and we can talk to you without even talking, right? That's how my energy feels right now. And I know you guys out there have experienced this to some degree, right? Where there have been instances in your life that the universe has shown you, wow, everything that you were thinking, the person that you just ran into was like, oh my God, I was just thinking about blah, blah, blah. You're like, what the fuck? I was just thinking about that. That's how my morning has been. And I don't like to use the word morning, but that's how my AM has been. It's very important to be comfortable with you and your message. It's very important to be in your own skin. I was talking to a gentleman today. Ironically, again, it's been a magical AM. Not only did we run 14 miles last Saturday on the treadmill because it was raining, and then we met, shout out to Matt, but it was raining this morning, Saturday. We ran on the treadmill, the same treadmill in the same area. Guess who showed up? Not only did Matt show up, but also yesterday as I was driving to work, give me a second. I was driving to work yesterday. I saw this African brother. You know, I live in a Caucasianal area. Okay. My mom's from Scotland, so I can get away with it. I got that, how are you, sir? Hello. But I was on my way to work yesterday. I was on my way to clean some carpets. And I saw this brother running as I was entering the freeway. And I don't think he saw me, but I saw him, right? Not only that, But a couple weeks ago, I was running on a Saturday like this. It was a sunny day. I was doing a new route I've never done. I saw that same brother, right? Kenyan. He's a Kenyan. He's from Kenya. This is Kipchoge's cousin. The fastest marathon runner. I met his cousin today. So check this out. So I saw him a couple weeks ago. I saw him yesterday. I get ready to run today. I see Matt again. And for those of you that are joining in, I know a lot of you are joining in right now. I saw Matt last week and I see him again the same time. I'm running the same miles on the same day. It's raining, right? It's like when you see 333 and then you see it later on in the day. You're like, okay, what the frick is going on right now? Huh? So I saw me and Matt, as soon as Matt, I noticed I'm very sensitive to my environment, which sensitivity just means I'm very keen to where I'm at. As soon as he went to the treadmill, I saw Matt on the treadmill. And this is a runner. This is a runner. I've only been running for less than 4 months in my life. This guy's been trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon, which I don't even know anything about. So Matt goes, all of a sudden, Kipchoge's cousin, which it's funny because he already looks like Kipchoge's cousin, but he goes on the treadmill in between us. This is the same person not only I saw a couple weeks ago when I was running just right here in town, not only when I saw yesterday as I was driving to work, it's the same person. I told him, didn't I see you yesterday? You were running behind a couple. He's like, yeah, that was me. I said, wait a minute though. And this was later. I said, I saw you a couple weeks ago too. And he smiles. And as soon as he smiled, he knew there are people out there that are really tapped in, that compliment what you're doing right now. And you meet them every so now and then on your path. And Kipchoge's cousin, which his name is Chadwick, shout out to Chadwick. We all exchanged numbers. Now we have a little text thread between all three of us, which who knows where that will go. May go great, may. At the end of the day, there's a lot of alignment. There's a lot of connection, right? I saw Matt again. I saw Kipchoge's cousin, Chadwick, twice. These are omens. These are signs that the universe is trying to use to let you know, hey, you're on it. You're on the right track right now. But ultimately, what I wanted to convey on this video with this message is that we're doing much better. And we are on the path. We're doing much better than we even understand. And we are on a path that we cannot even comprehend. The universe has it's 1 in a million. God, the universe, God, is limitless. And when you trust yourself, especially on those days when you feel like it's an uphill battle, when you trust yourself on those days, especially, the universe will show up. Might be in the form of energy, might be in the form of people, might be in the form of thoughts. But the universe will always show up if you believe in it. If you believe in you, then the universe believes in you as well. There's no straight lines in nature. There are no straight lines in nature. You think that you got to check every box out. You got to do everything. Again, these are things that we've been taught. But you think you got to check every box. You think that you have to be this perfect person. And that is so far from the case. Because ultimately, we are vessels. We are humans. Light, man, person. We are human beings with not only light in us, but we have darkness. Have you ever seen a battery with just positives and no negatives? It's very important that we understand we have a negative side. We have a bad side. We have, what's up, big boy? We have a dark side to us. And what I've come to realize is that the more that we deny this dark side, the more that we push away and the more that we try to be light, the more that the dark is going to come with a vengeance. What do I mean by that? If I've had a great week, on my tippy toes, super respectful, feeling peaceful, then I guarantee you sooner than later, I'm gonna hit a dark spot in my journey. Why? I love to think about playing a game. Life is a game, right? We have decisions, we have free will, and we can accumulate and use. This is a game, right? So now think about this game being easy. Think about this game being so easy to the point where everything you do, people were like, oh my God, this person's, right? This person's amazing. That shit is corny, right? When you meet people in your walk of life, on your path, that overdo it, oh my God, you're amazing. Oh my God. You feel like, okay, relax, right? You feel that, right? So life is a game. Imagine that game being easy. We wouldn't want to play it. We'd look for a harder game because we want a challenge. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing. So when we hit a wall or we go into contrast or we are going through a tough area in life, that's part of the game. Because when you play the game and you go through tough areas, wow, after you beat that boss, after you pass that area, you realize, wow, I'm more capable than what I even believed I was capable of. I know you guys are hearing me. Let me say that one more time. When I'm running, I started August 22nd, 2022. When I was looking 4 or 5 weeks ahead of when I was running, when I was looking ahead and I was like, I'm gonna have to run 7 miles. I'm gonna have to run 9 miles. Yeah, sure, that first week I was like, but now we run 10 miles like it's nobody's business. So just with that example, there's a demonstration of, okay, you wanna do something, you wanna run a half marathon. You look at the route, you look at the path that you have to take. When you look too far ahead of the path, you're gonna be intimidated naturally because you're only here, right? If you wanna lift a 10-pound dumbbell, but your goal is to lift a 50-pound dumbbell, and you're just starting, you're looking at that 50 like, holy shit. Shit, right? But I love this metaphor. I love this analogy. This is not even how I say it, but this is a new way to say it. But when you show up, first week, second week, oh shit, that 20 is feeling light. Third week, fourth week, damn, I'm doing 30s now. By the time you get to the 8th week, That 50 is going up a couple times. So let me ask you something. What changed? Did the weight change or did you change? One of the quotes that I really love that complements what I just said is that life is hard. Life is tough, right? Life is tough, right? And that 50-pound dumbbell may be tough, right? It may be tough. But the thing is, we grow within life. We grow, we accumulate, we expand. We literally expand in life, right? So what changed, right? I was able to do 10 pounds week 1. Now I'm able to do 50 pounds week 8. So what changed? The weight didn't change. The difficulty did not change. But we grew, right? The weight didn't change, but we did. So it's a matter of our capability versus what is out in front of us. Because what is out in front of us is there. That's not changing. The 50 pounds isn't changing. But the beauty of life is that we get to start from where we are at the 10, and we, as God's creation, fragmented gods, we get to grow. So if I keep showing up, if I keep living life and keep going to that 10-pound dumbbell, you're naturally gonna grow. That is literally one of the gifts that the universe has gave us. Let me ask you something. When you're a kid and you're a baby, right? Or even now, we can cut this so many ways, but when you're a kid and when you're a baby, do you have a button that, okay, it's time to grow. We're 3 years old. It's time to grow. Big boy, I've been great, man. I've had a great day. I've had a great week. And I'm happy to be here. You know, how have you been? How are you? I would love to hear how your week has been. Because you being in here right now, our weeks have probably been similar. All of us in here right now, especially if we're sitting in here and like, okay, let me listen. We are on the similar track right now. We are on a similar track right now. Big boy, I see you. I'm glad you're doing good, brother. I'm really glad you're doing good. I hope everybody is not only doing well, but I hope you understand what we are in right now. I really, truly do hope you understand what we are doing and how this game of life is. Because as you continue to grow, your desires will also, you know, a lot of people that die early is just because they never followed their desire. Oh my God, I've never heard anybody say that. People that die young, 50, 40, 30, 20, any could be health, it's because they're not following their desire. Us human beings, we've been living a lot longer than what they try to tell us the age limit is, right? You know that, right? We've been living a lot longer before the 19th, 20th century. That's why in for example, the game God of War, they love to sprinkle it, right? And let me be careful because I do not want to go into this conspiracy vibration because but the game God of War, I'm following a streamer that streams this game and it's been very fun watching. But in these games, in this Shock, is that you, Shock? As soon as I said that, gone. Oh my God. Ultimately, guys, I've already been on here way too long. I've already been on here way too long. Ultimately, the message that I wanted to provide, that I wanted to share, at least what I'm getting. We're really connected, guys. Oof. I ain't even had a beer yet. We are really connected. And I truly do believe that the answer that you're seeking is if not arm's length, within arm's length away. But it's not a physical thing when it comes to these answers. It's a feeling. In other words, it's a frequency. It's a frequency that we produce that attracts the answers. We're talking right brain right now. We're not talking left brain. Left brain, sure. You can get the equation, sure. But when it comes to connectivity, when it comes to connecting to our source, to our inner being, to who we truly are, it is a matter of frequency, aka feeling. I think it's really, the reason why I maybe go silent for a second and look around, I think it's really important just to really just lay back and just be who you are. You don't have to talk every second. You don't have to fill the air with words and sound just because people are watching you or people are waiting to hear from you. Take your time. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. We're going to find our niche. We're going to find where we fit in this realm. And the way that we find it is going to be following our heart. It's going to be following our feeling. I was talking to a gentleman today. I was talking to Matt. If you were here earlier in this live, I was talking to Matt today. And it's so interesting because this guy's a physical therapist. He owns his own practice. He's like 55, maybe 45, 2 kids, 28 and 25, wife, Caucasian. He's living a great life, living over here in Folsom. Great life. He's probably making a couple racks, 200, 300K a year, maybe plus. And we were talking today while we were running. And he said that he was starting a TikTok to influence people to live a longer, more healthier life, or showing people that they could live a longer and healthier life. But he said something that was very interesting. Despite all his accolades, despite what he's done, he has a problem with being on camera. He's shy. He actually said when he saw himself on the playback in the camera that it was cringy. And he was, and he in the tone at this point in the conversation, he was kind of like wondering why. And I had an answer for him, of course. It's because that's how you perceived yourself before you turned on the camera. If you're on this camera and you're talking, it's a real testament to how comfortable you are with yourself, is what I've come to realize. And this is for, it's not for everybody, but it's definitely, I think there's some truth to that. So I was trying to let him know that it's about you feeling good about what you're doing versus trying to do something to feel good. A lot of people are gonna miss that. So I'm gonna say it again. It's about you feeling good before you do what you want to do versus doing what you want to do to feel good. Just that right there is game changing. I'm still studying that. And that's only 2 sentences. I'll be right back. There'll be a lot of people. There will be a lot of people that try to. I love when people try to tell me what I'm doing is right or wrong. I love the ones that say what I'm doing is right. No, I'm kidding. But you gotta ask yourself, there's people that smoke cigarettes daily from 20 and they live to 100. You gotta ask yourself, there are people that eat whatever they want. Not only are they skinny, but they live and they thrive. Jesus. So is it really about the food? Is it about what we do? Or is it about what we believe about what we do? That's where I'm at, right? That's where I'm at. There's no such thing as right or wrong when you're living on this level. And I don't like to use the word level, but fuck it. When you're living on the right side of the hemisphere versus the left side. 2 different lives, right? If you live on the left side of your hemisphere, sure, don't smoke cigarettes, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, don't. I don't even rather. I naturally live on the right side. Whatever resonates with me in my heart, whatever is harping at me, saying, hey, no, come on, is what I do. Granted, if I've had 17 shots, I've never done that, but if I've had 17 shots of alcohol and my mind is saying, drink more, that's where we gotta kind of customize what we just said. That's not right. But if my mind is, for example, thinking about gym, or thinking about, oh, I should run this direction, or thinking about I should say this, the chances are, not only should you do it, but that's coming from, I always point up there, and then I end up pointing in here, that's coming from God. God isn't up here, God's right here. God's right here. Sorry to say, God is right here within us. They try to put him in Bibles, they try to put him, the Son of God, and they got us looking at the sun every day. You can hear that 2 different ways. The Son of God, right? That is somebody's son, and that is God. Or that is the Son, and it is of God. It's very interesting, this language that they've given to us. It really it hides a lot, but it also complements a lot, right? So I think we're gonna kind of draw the line here. I appreciate those of you. We're gonna take a shot though together. I don't know. First of all, I know we have a younger audience on here. So I would like to encourage you, stay away from the alcohol. Instead of drinking alcohol, drink some juice. Juice is just as good. And it's got electricity in it. Okay? Because sooner than later, we won't even be talking about shot. I honestly want to take a shot on here just to kind of shoot myself in the foot right now, but face fears, face demons. Because I feel like I don't want to hide any part of myself. I want you to know who I am. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this if I'm, oh, you just get to see this part. You don't get to see this, right? I want to be authentic. I am authentic. That's why I want to be genuine. I want to let you know. Because all the people that are greats, gurus, billionaires, they're just like this. Probably worse. I said this already. We all have a dark side. We all have a negative side. Which negativity, that's already duality. Like, good and bad. That's so human. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that. Well, that person does. That person likes, I don't like caviar. That person does. So is it good or is it bad? This is important. This is important because that's why a lot of people struggle in this world. Oh, that's good. That's bad. Oh. That's why literally, I might get this tatted on me right across my neck. No, I might get this tatted on me though, now that I think of it, besides Snoopy. To each his own. Maybe somebody's on a dark path right now trying to find the light. Maybe somebody's in a tunnel. Just because you're in a tunnel doesn't mean you're a bad person. That was just the route that you were taking. So as you're in this tunnel, you're going to realize, man, I'm drinking a lot. Oh, I'm smoking a lot of, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke a lot of tree. I'm smoking too much. Okay? But you have to understand that this isn't of you. Shocky. Everybody, let's get some Hey, let me get some dubs in the chat. Let me get some dubs. But there are certain things that we are attracted to. We all have vices. We all have a negative side to us. The more that we deny that negative side, the more that it's gonna come back with a vengeance when it has the capability, right? If you encourage, like me, and Shock, I know your age, I don't want you doing any of this, but it's up to you. But at the end of the day, what I was saying is, this right here is my path right now. Right now on a Saturday, after I've done my week and after I ran 44 miles, right now I'm using this as a compliment to throw my feet up. Is it something that I desire? Is it something that I want to? No, it's not. I'm aware. Okay, man, there's other things out there that are better. I'm aware of that, right? I'm aware of all right, man, I can't be smoking weed all the time. I'm aware of that. Now, it's about picking the thoughts that'll lead you to that destination. And the thing is, a lot of people want to go, okay, I'm done. 9.9 times out of 10, if you try to pull yourself away from something, you better hope you don't go back, because you're going to go back with a vengeance. Just like working out, just like any type of activity, school, you have to learn, you have to do things gradually. Very few people are capable of pulling something away from them that they don't really desire in their life. Very few people are capable of pulling it away and keeping it away, right? I always laugh at those people like, oh, I've been 5 years sober. You're still counting? I've been 5 years sober. And no offense to, because that's a hell of an accomplishment. No offense to anybody. I've been biting my cheeks today. No offense to anybody that's doing that and going through that. But the fact that you're still holding on to, tells me that you have fear. Now let's talk, right? Are you afraid that has more control over you, or are you able to understand and come to terms and really connect with yourself? And that's just where I'm at. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, besides running, today was 110 days of running straight. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, I haven't done this for this many days. Why? Because you couldn't handle it? Because you couldn't balance life? Because your lifestyle and the things and the decisions that you chose, you didn't follow up on that, right? You didn't follow up on those ideas that you had in your mind, and you pushed them away and you said, no, I have to work a 9 to 5. No wonder you're drinking. No wonder you can't get away from it. No wonder now you're still working that 9 to 5. You finally were able to pull yourself away from whatever food, could be working out too much, could be anything, could be sex. No wonder you're like, oh, haven't done it for 5 years. Because you don't, one, you don't understand moderation. It's okay to have a slice of pizza. If it has cheese, it's okay. This is where we are. Acceptance, there's no exclusion. Everything is here on this world and it's here to stay. God would love a slice of pizza. You know why? Because when you bite that slice of pizza, it tastes good. God is the one that's telling you it tastes good. But there has to be a balance, right? You can't have a slice of pizza every hour, because after that 17th slice, God is going to say, okay, let's get an apple. Let's get an orange. You have this vibrational system in you to let you know. Stop listening to people outside of yourself. I'm talking to me too. Stop listening to people outside of yourself. Listen to your heart. The more you listen inward, the stronger it gets. The more you listen out there, the weaker this gets. That's why babies and that's why babies and kids are so precious and so priceless. Why do you? Oh man, I can't say a lot on this live. But why do you think the elites, the Illuminati, why do you think they do what they do with that? Why do you think there's so much human? Why do you think there's so many missing on milk cartons? Because these kids are the life force. These kids that live in this world are the life force of what we have going right now. They're literally the future. All I want to say is that we're on to something. We've always been. But the more we realize that we're on to something, we're in it. We feel it. We know it. We exude it. That's why I say I just want to look at the camera and just look at you guys and think good thoughts. That's all I need to do. That's all we need to do. The words that I say are just the thoughts that are coming out of my mind. So, at the end of the day, what's more powerful? A thought or a word? It's a trick question. Leave it in the comments below. We're gonna take this here. I love you guys so much. I'll be honest with you, this week it got a little difficult for me. The night that it was night 5, it was game 5 of streaming. I tried to stream that night, although I was indifferent about it. I tried to stream game 5, the 5th night in a row. 444 on the clock, quadruple 4 on the clock, actually. I tried to stream that night. And it literally, because I went to Twitch to stream, I was like, no, fuck that. I cannot do that. I've already been streaming on YouTube. Let me at least hit these 7 days on YouTube, and then we can figure out, because ultimately I got a little plan. And I said, no, fuck that. I got to go back onto, I said, no, fuck that. I got to go back onto YouTube. I said it to these people, my people, we got to do it. Long and behold, I could not, I literally, for some reason, on the desktop, wasn't letting me log on. I said, stream. Wasn't letting me log on. And I think it was because I went on to Twitch, logged out of Twitch, tried to go back onto the YouTube. So again, I took that as a little bit of a sign, because I was like, you know what? I said I'm going to do it. I need to show up. Although something was telling me otherwise, and I didn't listen. Luckily, the universe, the universe will be like, okay, nigga, we gonna cut it off on you. We hear you. So you're not gonna be able to log on. So ironically, we're here live again. And just for us here, just for all of us here, I want to show you guys some of the Christmas decorations that me and my mother put up. It was more about us bonding than the Christmas decorations. So I'd really like to show you guys. I'm gonna close down the blinds here. It's nothing crazy at all. Nothing crazy at all. But I think it'll be it's something that means something to me, and I want to share it with you. And I'll let you guys go and enjoy your Saturday night. I didn't know I was gonna be live. And that's how I like it. I like to just jump on here randomly. And the more I do it, the more I'll just continue to show up. Whenever I set out and I say, I'm gonna do this, I never really do it, versus like just doing it and letting my walk talk for me. So let's show you guys. Let's check it out. Let's check it. Shout out to my mom. My mom is a single mother. My mom's a single mother from Scotland. That'll be a great video. I have so much content for you guys. And it's just about me getting aligned. And then once I'm aligned, but there's more alignment to be made. So once we get there with that, it's gonna be a flood, just like this. I just jumped on for an hour. Anyway, let's go ahead and flip the cam. So we did this last night. Sorry. We did this last night. Let's start over here. Okay. Just a little Christmas vibe. Okay, we got some pine cones in there to give us that little smell. And got a little some over there. Then we got our natural over there. I don't really care to buy Christmas trees. I rather plant a Christmas tree and keep it. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's what we doing for this holiday season, man. I hope all of you are taking care of yourselves, whether or not you have family, whether or not you have friends. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say it out loud. I really want to do a live during not only Christmas Eve, but I want to also do a live during Christmas, because there's people out there that are looking to connect, that may not have relatives, that may not have friends. And I feel like I would like to be out here and connect with people. If it's just for 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever. That's what it is. That's what it is. So let's take the shot. Let's take the shot on live. Fuck it. Fuck it. Put it in a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aang. You know what I'm saying? Shout it out. I don't know what I'm doing now. Here goes my ego. Here we go. Here we go, ego. What are you doing? I'm like, maybe I should get back into fitness so we can really... No. I just want to let those of you that are here, those of you that see this, Everything is working out for us. Everything. And whatever you have on your mind, whatever you have in your heart that you want to achieve, now that I'm moving around, the message isn't going to be as powerful, but maybe as I talk awareness, it's very important that you follow your intuition, your gut. Sure, you may not be able to quit that job today. You may not be able to break up. No, you can break up with that person. But it's very important that you feel this abundance before you go for it. Because anything that we are chasing in our lives is not for what we are chasing it for. It's not, if I'm chasing a certain career, if I'm chasing a certain dollar amount at the end of the year, it's not for the dollar amount. It's not for the career, it's not for the house, it's not for the material. It's for how it makes me feel. So that right there is a key understanding. It's not about what you're doing. It's about how you feel about what you're doing. Because as soon as you get that bag, as soon as you get that car, as soon as you get that accomplishment, I guarantee you it won't even be 24 hours. You'll already be looking for what is next. Because that, my friends, is true human nature. We expand, and we expand. Love and light to all, and to all, love and light.